Hello everybody, Mac here. Welcome back to the show. Welcome to day 8, I think it's day 8, of Big Bad Toy Store's 25th anniversary celebration. 25 days of deals, 25 days of drops, 25 days of orders. And what we had today, well, first of all, we were given the silhouette of these, and I think everybody pretty much knew what was coming down the line. We have a handful of Masters of the Universe items today. And I'm just going to tell you right off the bat that if you're watching this video, you have probably missed out on them, because at least 2 of the 3 items that went up for pre-order today are sold out, and they're probably not going to be getting any more in. And I'll explain why in a moment. So what we had, the first ones that went off were these, and I'm just going to show them both to you at the same time. It is a foam replica of Skeletor's power sword and a foam replica of Faker's power sword, purple and orange. Both of them were $59.99 each, and both of them, they said, were at a 1-to-1 scale. And I believe they came out with the standard power sword, He-Man's power sword, I think last year. I'm not entirely sure about that. But as I said, both of these have sold out, and you're probably not going to be able to get more after that, because believe it or not, both of these were limited edition pieces. Skeletor's was limited to 500, Faker's was limited to 250. That's insane to me. I understand wanting to make a limited edition piece, something special for, you know, the anniversary celebration. It's an exclusive, you make it limited edition. I get that. But 500 and 250? That's not a lot, especially in this day and age, especially with the broad reach of the internet, that's not a lot to go around for fans. And I'm willing to bet that whoever bought those 250 Faker swords, they probably ordered both. So at least 250 people got both, and I hope you got the standard one to go along with that set. So the only one that I would be interested in, believe it or not, is if they do something like this for She-Ra's Sword of Protection, and they put that gem in the middle. At that point, I would probably get one. I thought about getting Skeletor's, but seeing as how it's like a limited edition run, for me, it would be a novelty. Whereas I know there are MOTU fans out there that are like, I gotta get my hands on this, I gotta get my hands on this, that I didn't want to snag one from their hands. So, like, if She-Ra's comes out, that I'll probably dive on. But these two, left them for the other collectors. So, as I said, 500 and 250, those are sold out. Those sold pretty quickly, to be completely honest. The third item that went up is also MOTU related and is also a limited edition piece. And time of recording, let me load the page. Yeah, time of recording, it is still available. It is the Masters of the Universe, King Grayskull, 1/10 art scale, Big Bad Toy Store, 25th anniversary exclusive limited edition statue. When I saw the silhouette with the cape flowing out, I kind of figured it was a statue and not a figure. I just didn't know who it would be a statue of. And King Grayskull looks pretty good right here, I have to admit. I believe this is based off of the 2000X series for King Grayskull. Only question I have is he left-handed? Because I don't remember him being left-handed, but he's left-handed on this statue. I like the axe slung on his back with the shield and the sword of power. I think that looks really good. Very heroic pose. Digging that. That is $169.99, $170 for the statue. And as I said, it is limited edition as well, exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store in the US, limited to 500 pieces worldwide. So there you go. It's only a 500 piece item, but I don't feel like this is going to be something that, one, is as in demand as maybe prop replicas of the power swords for Skeletor and Faker would be. Also, the price point. The swords, the foam rubber cosplay swords for Skeletor and Faker at $60, that's a little bit more attainable, that like somebody could like buy that on a whim and be like, oh, that's going to be cool. This $170 for a statue of a character that maybe not everybody is familiar with, or not everybody would want a statue of, it looks like this one has a little bit more legs than the other one does. Like I said, the pose is very cool. And this pose is cool right here as well, where he's just standing on the Horde Trooper. I think that's cool. I didn't watch the 2000X series. I have very limited knowledge of some of the things that they did with that series. But if I remember correctly, his big bad was the Horde. Or was it the Snake Men? I thought, was it both? Wasn't there like a three-way war or something in that? I can't remember. But I do really like him standing on that big oversized Horde Trooper armor. And speaking of big oversized Horde Trooper armor, this next one is not part of the 25th anniversary celebration. Instead, it is going to be a Mattel exclusives or a Mattel Creations exclusive. It goes up for pre-order on October 15th, so next week, and the 15th, I believe, is next Tuesday. And that is the Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, New Eternia, oversized Horde Trooper action figure. This looks cool. I don't collect much for the Horde. As a matter of fact, I don't think I have any Horde figures right now. And I was never really a big fan of the Horde Trooper from the cartoon because they were robots and it was toothless and there wasn't any real threat. There wasn't any real tension. She-Ra and the Great Rebellion could just knock them out willy-nilly, and like they're just robots. They're just like going boom and exploding. But one of the things I really like about this one, it's not just the size. As you can see here, he's pretty beefy compared to some of the other ones. And also it has like that burnished metal look instead of just like the standard gray. Like this looks like weathered armor, metal weathered armor, that the helmet comes off and there's somebody underneath that. And I dig that. I really like that. I really like that as part of the New Eternia line, that this isn't just a robot, an automaton. This is somebody inhabiting this suit of armor. And to me, that is very cool. I'm not, like I said, I don't really collect Horde. I do get some of the New Eternia figures. I pick and choose the Masterverse, mostly New Eternia, and I get the movie figures. But this one, especially because the price on it is only $33 for this, I think I might be jumping on this one whenever it goes up for pre-order. As I said, Mattel exclusive, Mattel Creations exclusive, next Tuesday, let me see, next Tuesday, the 15th, October 15th, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that'll be 12, I believe that's 12 o'clock Eastern time. So keep that in mind, put that on your radar in case you're interested in that. This guy looks really cool. Now, on to the other big name in toys. Once again, this is not part of the Big Bad Toy Store 25th anniversary, but there were a couple of Transformers that dropped. And as I said, true to my word, I'm going to try and cover Transformers a little bit more. I was very surprised to see that Transformers is doing mashups now. Like when it was Transformers and G.I. Joe, that was one thing. We've seen those two mash up together in the comic books, in cartoons, and they kind of fit together. This is taking Naruto and mashing it with Transformers. That's the first one we're going to look at, and that is this. And this is the Transformers Collaborative Naruto Shippuden X Transformers Kurama and Gamakichi. Those names mean nothing to me. However, if you're a Naruto fan, I'm guessing they mean something to you. I'm really curious to see how a collab like this will go, will work out for the Transformers. It's different. It really is. It's a two-pack. You have the smaller guy and you have the bigger guy. I don't know which is which, but I have to admit, I really like the packaging. The box on that window box right there looks really cool. One turns into what looks like a bullfrog, and the other one transforms into a multi-tailed fox, which I believe is called a kitsune. And with no context to them, I feel like if you have Beast Wars Transformers, you could sort of shoehorn this in, fudge this into your Beast Wars line, if this is something you're into, if you would be interested in it. It is a lot of orange. I have to admit, those animal forms look really cool. Not knowing anything about Naruto, I've never watched it, those animal forms do look pretty cool. The other collab, the other mashup, is another one that I know nothing about. It's Transformers and Monster Hunter smashed together, where we have the Transformers Takara Tomy Monster Hunter Rathalos Prime. Once again, that name means nothing to me, but this does look like a really cool figure. I like that sort of, like that axe-headed sword that he's carrying. The Primes always seem to have like such cool weapons, to be completely honest. His alt form is some kind of kaiju looking dinosaur killer bird thing. Like, when I first saw this, I'm sure this comes from Monster Hunter, but when I first saw this, it actually reminds me of Rodan from the Godzilla movies. And once again, I feel like if you have Beast Wars figures, like, this could fudge very easily into your Beast Wars line. The bot mode looks really cool. I like how the wings sort of turn into capes, turn into a cape for him, for Prime. And the weapon even kind of transforms, because in this image you can see how it's basically the sword with like this spiked head on it. But then when you look at this image, you can see how it's actually like a shield and a sword that combine into one weapon. So I always dig when Transformers did stuff like that, where like everything kind of has an alt mode to it. But that came out. Let me see. We also have this, which I do not know what that is. Let me see if it tells me in the product description. Okay, so they just call that the collaboration matrix. I don't know what that is, if that's really a thing, or if they just came up with it for this, because it seems like there's a couple of different matrix out there. I know there was the Enigma of Combination for the Combiners. There's the Matrix of Leadership. I think there was another Matrix for Unicron at one point. I don't know. Like I said, outside of G1, I'm real fuzzy on things. Now, that is all we have to talk about today. There is going to be more tomorrow. There is one figure that is being released tomorrow, and that is this. This is the silhouette. I'm going to go out and say that I think it's another Fresh Monkey Fiction figure. But whether it is for Soldiers of Fortune or one of the other lines that they're pre-ordering right now, please don't be a fourth line. But I'm going to guess that it's probably going to be something for Soldiers of Fortune. And we will find out tomorrow, because that goes up at 11 a.m. Central Time, which is going to be, I think, roughly 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Let me see. Yeah, Central Time is an hour behind Eastern Time, so when it goes up for sale at 11 a.m. Central Time, it'll be up for pre-order or sale at 12 noon Eastern Time. So just keep that in mind. I will leave links to everything we talked about down below, including the Big Bad Toy Store 25th Anniversary sweepstakes. Don't forget to enter that while you're there. And one last thing, I have actually started selling my McFarlane figures, my McFarlane DC Multiverse collection. I've put a few things up on eBay right now. We have these two up for sale, or up for auction on eBay currently. It is the original Megafig Bane and the animated series Harley Quinn. Both of those are up for auction. If you're in the market for some older DC Multiverse, go ahead and check it out. Like I said, these are the only two up there right now, but I will be adding more in the days, weeks to follow. Don't touch that dial. Before you go, please remember to do all the YouTube things, like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you already are a subscriber, what a legend you are. If you like what we do here and you want to help the channel grow, please consider becoming a member, whether through YouTube memberships or our coffee monthly subscription. Links to that in the description below. Both of them for $1 a month, you can get access to exclusive content, such as our monthly member exclusive video. This month is the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Stinger. So until next time, my friends, play well, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, thank you for watching.